81 on June 26, 2006, with Mr. John Hunterlock and Eric the Hacker. Here we go, people.
Here's the new Eric the Midget, Diana DeGarmo phone call that we were waiting to play for you last week. We couldn't get to it. As you know, Eric the Midget is no longer calling into our show, but he does call the wrap-up show.
And he calls the Sternfin Network,
he writes.
the Superfan Roundtable, because I heard that.
Yeah.
A fabulous strategy by Eric for a while. He just called every show associated with Stern except Stern.
Morning, everybody. Good morning.
Was it?
Well, I was just going to say, he was pissed off at Stern, so he wasn't calling him. He was calling everyone else.
Exactly. So he could not. He was so addicted to the Howard Stern show that even when he couldn't talk to Stern, he's like, I got to call everyone else. Pharrell. Like every other Bubba the Love Sponge. He would just, on every other show, would make himself like be a character and be known, so that Howard would have to hear back from all these people. Eric was really calculated with that,
and get jealous. He was trying to make Howard jealous. He was playing a game.
Yeah, totally. And it was also him holding the balloon stunt as like a ransom. Honestly,
yeah, hostage. Are you eating food? I heard a package open.
Maybe.
I heard it too.
Morning, Sal.
Can I set this up?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Eric's on MySpace, and some guy just sends him a message that I'm Diana DeGarmo's cousin.
Oh, no.
And he falls for it immediately.
What, that who is Diana DeGarmo's cousin?
Just a random listener.
Oh, okay.
He says, hey, I'm Diana DeGarmo's cousin,
So yes, he's Diana DeGarmo's cousin. But I want to take this moment while we have the most we've had in chat all night to recognize Space Chief. Luigi, can you tell us more about Space Chief?
Space Chief is a fantastic
He's eating,
artist.
motherfucker! I knew it.
I knew you did that. Catch me.
Space Chief, he fucked up your plug because he's eating.
Space Chief is a fantastic artist who has been around the Dabbleverse for a while and does a lot of very positive encouragement and promotion for dabblers, and also sells his fantastic pencil and ink drawings. He is a very talented artist and has had some problems lately and has reached out to the Dabbleverse asking for some generosity and not specifically anything, but just a little bit of help. And a lot of people have come to his aid trying to help him out because he's such a good guy.
Well, not only that, but the art is amazing. And if you like hand-drawn art that's actually really good for T-shirts or logos or anything like that, he is amazing. And we've sort of disconnected from that, right? And this, look at us. We're Pixar's. We're writing on AI worlds, stacking AI worlds. And I think people like this guy get a little down sometimes. But what I would say is hold tight, my friend, because what you do cannot be replaced by AI. And eventually people will get sick of this that we're doing. And it's already happened. And so
it's pure. It's pure.
Yeah.
It's like it's pure
exactly.
talent.
You are a guitar and a guy singing. And it's the most pure form of art there is for what it is. And so thank you so much for taking any amount of time and doing anything for us. Like, fucking A, man. We appreciate it. Like, we don't
Thank you.
get a lot. Yes. It's, you know what it is? It's not inhuman. It's very human. Congratulations.
It's very human.
Very human. And he totally fucked that up, Space Chief, because he was eating. But I waited for the second he put something in his mouth to do that.
I
if you
fucking knew he would too.
The demon lives inside me. Here we go.
So Eric and me's like, wow, that's great. And he goes, I'm a big Idol fan. Is it possible I can have Diana come to a wedding with me? So this guy emails me immediately, and I get John Hunterlock in the back to be Diana DeGarmo's publicist.
All right, here we go.
And here it is.
Hello.
John Hunterlock. Did you hear the name? How did I?
Wait,
I'll never forget.
But I don't remember who this is. Like, what does he do? Does anybody know?
He's sales. He's in sales.
Oh,
so he just,
okay. That's right.
He just needed to get a voice that wasn't recognizable to Eric, and so they went.
So
to
he
this
wasn't
guy.
on-air talent at all.
Nothing. That is why this is
my God.
amazing. Yeah. So the guy that you're going to listen to here, Electra, has no skill in this other than selling radio programming to advertisers.
Oh
and
my
he uses
God.
that skill
makes it
amazingly.
So much more funny. Like yeah, it's more amazing. It's great.
That's why I do my research, big guy. I'm inhuman.
Hello, Eric. I'm Stephen Lane, Diana DeGarmo's publicist. It's a pleasure to speak with you.
Listen to the confidence he comes in with. Just overhand right of confidence. Eric's like, oh,
Hello?
this is not fake. This is not Fugazi. This is 100%. My dick is immediately hard.
This guy's for real. This guy's the real deal.
It sounded like every person I met at the Carrie Underwood concert that pushed me to the next guy. They all sounded like this.
Nice to speak with you, too.
So, refresh my memory. Exactly what would you like to do with Diana?
I would just like to talk to Diana for a little while, and I wanted to see if she was available, because my brother is getting married, and I was...
Okay. I wanted to say hi. Would you come to my brother's wedding?
No.
I mean,
I'm not performing there either. He probably wanted her to perform, right?
No. He wanted his every family member to see that he came with a pop star. That's
He wanted
what
her to be his date.
I sincerely think that he is asking exactly what he wanted, which is just her to be his date. That's what I think.
Yeah. He is reliving high school prom all over, and he wants to do it right this time. But the chutzpah, the absolute chutzpah, spelled with CH, yes, Yiddish. The chutzpah of him asking.
We have Eric's prom picture, by the way.
We do. We played it a few times.
Yeah. Have we put it up? Okay, because he was single. He went solo.
Oh God!
So you're right.
Ladies,
you're totally right. So when you say that he's trying to relive prom, that's 100% what it is. He didn't have a date to prom. I think it is kind of his dream to have a date to go somewhere special to be looked at in a special way. Yeah.
And also jerk me off in the back of the limo.
I mean, that's important. That's a developing thing as a young child. I gotta say, I got jerked off at prom at the back of the limo by the prom queen. She was a Mormon. It was amazing. Thank you. Go get yourself a Mormon. All right, here we go.
Just wondering if he would be able to go to the wedding with me.
Right now, it actually looks pretty good. 18th.
Cool.
Right there, Eric should have been like, nope. Okay. It looks good.
No kidding.
Yeah, it looks good. She could go to that wedding with you. We're all good, Eric. He should have been like, oh, this doesn't sound like Richard, but you're acting a lot like Richard.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Is this Richard?
Yeah.
It says here in my notes, you go by the name Eric the Midget.
Right.
Is that true?
She said right.
That's the nickname they stuck me with, but I don't like that nickname at all.
Well, exactly how tall are you?
3'5".
Oh, so you are a midget. Well, that's fine.
Wait, stop it for just a second. Stop for just a second. Why did he reduce himself by an inch?
Because
He wanted to be more midgety.
Yes, the shorter he is, the closer he gets. If I could say I'm 19 inches tall, does that get me closer? Why do you think? Luigi, it is the exact opposite of what every man does. We lie about our height and age the opposite way. Eric went the opposite way. No, look at me more like a loser. I need to be ultimate loser to get close to these women. And guess what? It worked. It worked.
He trimmed his penis size. As opposed to
Rounding down, yes.
I rounded down.
Adding
He rounded down.
I'm a solid, I don't know, 4.
Yes. In short, he rounded down. In short, I did it. Yes, thank
I
you.
think that would make for even a better publicity photo. So would we put your name as Eric the Midget?
I'd much rather prefer Eric the actor.
Eric the
I
actor.
would know.
So if that was Howard or someone he thought was Howard, he'd be like, fuck you, I'm not Eric. He's like, oh, John Hunterlock. No, I'm dealing with the real deal here. No, I don't want to be called that. I find that inhuman.
Okay. Let's move on. More importantly, let's talk about transportation now. Now let's see. We'd like to fly you out for pictures. You don't have a fear of flying, do you?
No.
Okay, great.
Okay, that should also been a sign. This is not going how you want, Eric. Yeah, Eric, how do you feel about I don't know. I'm gonna pick anything here. 1,000 things. Anything could be. How do you feel
Flying.
about flying? Eric. Oh, I've flown with my brother once in that movie. Or
I
that
don't
TV
mind it.
show. Yes.
Great, fantastic. Now, in order to make this happen, I'm going to need to go through a checklist of information here. First off, what's your weight?
That is logical.
So good. This guy is so good. He's so
Yes.
fucking good.
They got a guy from the sales department. That's how you know he's good.
85 pounds.
85 pounds. So, let's see here. I think we'll use the child chair. Is that okay with you?
Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? I'm so ready.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. And your height again, 3 foot,
5.
Okay, 3'5", 85 pounds. That'll be 750.
750 what?
750 balloons!
No, I'm being you two back later, you shit. You fucking piece of...
Wait, we said we were gonna laugh quietly, but I couldn't help it. That was
Yeah, no. I was going to. Okay, so let it happen, and then we'll go back. Hold on 1 second. Let it happen, and we'll go back.
750 what?
Okay.
750 balloons!
You know what? I'm getting you two back later, you shit. You fucking piece of shit.
Eric.
Okay, so yes, Eric was very convinced that was really Diana DeGarmo. It was going on my brother's wedding. Everything is going swimmingly. What? This isn't real? You shits! You motherfucking! Ah! The way he amplifies up there is so amazing, and I think we gotta listen to it like 5 times. Hold on, one more time.
I'm literally crying.
750 balloons!
You know what? I'm getting you two back later, you shit. You fucking piece of shit.
Eric.
Yeah.
And now we get to hear Eric. So that's
You can play it 10 more times, and I'm gonna laugh harder each fucking time.
I know.
yeah.
The way he said it was so rad. Oh my god.
You
No,
shits! You shits! You shits!
That's the beauty of it, was that we, like, the audience had never heard this person's voice before. Most of the prank calls were done by 2 people, Richard and Sal. And we got this completely, like, unknown voice, and he hits the mark like fucking a trained actor. You know, like
we got Hunter locked in. It's amazing.
3 foot,
5.
okay, 3'5", 85
Typing's great. I love
pounds.
it.
He's doing math. How many balloons?
He's doing math.
Eric's like, this is going swimmingly today. Usually, this is awful when I call the Stern Show, but today is going so well.
So
It
it'll
all
be
makes
750.
John Hunterlock is my hero. Friends for life, Hunterlock.
750 what?
750 balloons!
You know what? I'm getting you two back later, you shit. You fuck.
And he immediately goes, I'm getting you two back. He's like, I know this is Sal and Richard, even though it doesn't sound like Sal and Richard. You fuckers. You destroyed my hope. Have you ever heard a man's hope leave his body the way that it exits him? He had hope in 1 second.
So,
And then it was
let's see
gone.
Here. I
just left
think
him.
we'll use the child chair. Is that okay with you?
Oh, yes, child chair's amazing. Oh, it's so hard right now.
Okay, fantastic. And your height again, 3 foot,
5.
okay, 3'5", 85 pounds. That'll be
It's like he's walking him up this cliff, and we all know the edge is coming, but Eric's like, skipping along.
I'm walking on sunshine. What?
I am enjoying the Hunterlock trail.
750.
750 what?
750 balloons!
You know what? I'm getting you two back later, you shit. You fucking piece of shit.
Eric.
Okay, so Eric had this all go on, and then days to stew on it, right? Just days to sit there and stew on it. So, DJ Electra, predict how Eric's coming in. How's Eric coming in on this call when they pick him up? Is he relaxed?
He's gonna be like level 11. He's gonna be off the charts, pissed off, right?
He's gonna congratulate them on a job well
And
done.
he's gonna somehow block them, like how we block people these days. He's gonna somehow block them, like not calling into the show anymore, or not playing with them anymore. Something like that.
Okay, so you're saying he's gonna pull the hostage thing immediately.
Yeah.
Which is probably, I don't remember, so you're probably right. But I can remember this.
I'm pretty sure she's right. I'm pretty sure she's
He
right. I
ain't
don't remember either.
He ain't a happy camper. Because he's just sitting there by the lake house and he's got Crazy J going, wow, they really fucked you.
Yeah. But we haven't even met Crazy J yet. Have
Oh
we?
my God. I watched a full interview of Crazy J when Shuli did one. Oh my God. I had not seen the dude.
Oh wow. Can we watch that? Can I watch
Yeah,
that?
yes. No, we will. I have it saved. In due
Good. Let's
time.
watch that.
In due time.
Do you think for a second Eric's like, where's my dad's gun?
I need to clean my dad's gun really good. That's an Andy Sipowicz joke.
I want a shirt that says 750 what? I love the way that he said that.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a real good one. I like that.
No, but
750 what?
that 750 what was the most offensive a human being has ever been. 750 what? He knew.
No, but he
the
sounded
end was
still
coming.
kind of like he didn't really get it yet. He didn't get it.
No, he knew.
I
No, but he
agree.
knew what was ever on
he
the
knew
end of that
something.
question was bad.
Something was coming.
Okay,
yeah.
let's
He
listen
saw-
to it one more time, you guys. Put a
Hold on,
1 in the
but-
chat if you think Eric knew that it was a prank at that point, or put a 2 in the chat if you think that he was still not aware that this was a prank call.
Eric's
Anytime
like, you're gonna do the same thing.
I think you're gonna do the same thing.
Anytime. That's bad.
I was gonna say, anytime a balloon man call, gotta be something bad.
I hate you. We're the same. All right, here we go.
85 pounds. That'll be 750.
750 what?
750 balloons!
You know what? I'm getting you two back later, you shit. You fuck.
I am going to stew on this for a month and get you back later. He was already into planning mode 5 seconds after he got trolled. That is, I'm already planning your demise. Stuttering fucking idiots.
Good piece of shit.
Eric,
Yes.
they got you. The boys.
I'm just really, absolutely sick of this balloon shit.
It might be like the best part of Eric, the balloon shit. I gotta say, it's I love the balloon shit, and I know it goes away, Electra.
Look, balloons, pretty balloons.
But Electra,
What?
it never goes away. Like we're like 8 years from this shit ending, and so I'm just telling you, it never goes away.
It's the basis of this whole show.
It's the
balloon
foundation.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the first 3 years you didn't need. We just did it for to set up this, so we could set up Johnny Prado, so we could set up Sanjaya, so we can set up. There's so many things coming. It's crazy. Here.
It's not going to happen.
Oh, it'll happen.
You know what? I'm sick of you saying that. When I say it's not going to happen, it's not.
No, it will.
I'm going to prove you.
Okay. Hey! One more time, the hey.
Saying that. When I say it's not going to happen, it's not.
No, it will.
I'm going to prove you fucking wrong, you big nose sack of shit.
I've been right about you all along. I don't see why I'd be wrong about this. You're my Mount Everest.
No, you know what? Here's the deal. The only way it's happening is if each and every one of you first rides the Sybian.
Okay.
Eric!
This gets funny. This gets funny because Eric is just so
Don't ruin it.
untalented. I mean, but he's just so untalented when it comes to trolling.
Yes.
Or-
He's like, hold on. Why don't
unskilled.
you do something that you hate? Like ride the Sybian. I got him. Oh, yeah. Crazy J. I think I got him. Crazy J. We got him. And then Howard just does this judo move, and Eric just hits his head on the floor.
I have a question. My hand's up in the air. You can't see it, but it is. No hands.
Okay. Yeah.
West 11 Bravo has a question, and I also have the question. The guy who called Eric was a back office guy, right? What did he do?
Well, okay. He was a sales guy. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. West
Sales.
11 Bravo.
Yes.
Yeah,
John
he had
Hunterlock.
never been on the air before, and they
Since.
they needed someone who was not Richard or Sal to ruin because they would have ruined the bit because Eric would have
So
recognized
hold
the point.
on, Luigi. This guy was the guy that would call like penis pump farms and be like, "Hey, I'm calling from Sirius and Howard Stern. You want to get your penis pump on the Howard Stern show? I got a sale. We can put you on there. 10 ads for $1,000. What do you think? We can do that." Like he was a sales guy, and so that's who they went to.
Wow.
And, man, it's so perfect. It is the Daniel Day-Lewis performance of prank calls.
It really is.
We need a John Hunterlock T-shirt.
You're on.
with Robin included.
Yep, we'll do it.
Okay, so he's like, you guys all need to ride the Sybian. The Sybian, of course, was a vibrating, like horse saddle device with a dildo on it. So you would literally sit on a dildo and it would vibrate like a horse saddle. All right, we're all,
Nice.
and so
Okay.
so Eric was like, oh, I got the idea that will burn Stern to the ground. If you want me to fly with balloons, you all have to ride the Sybian. Howard goes, okay, and he's like, what?
It was a female pleasure device that was a vibrating ottoman.
It's a very large device. It's yeah,
It's like a piece
Anyway.
of furniture.
it is. Yeah. I mean, you could showcase that in your living room. Casey, do you remember my first appearance on Puzzle Box when I mentioned Sybian?
Good
Nothing-
good thing horses can swim. That's all I gotta say about your Sybian. It's gonna need to be able to keep its head above water.
That was like the only Howard Stern thing I ever saw was the Sybian on TV, and I was just like, "Wow, okay,
I
that's
need to get
how I
one
know
of those.
what one is." Yeah,
Oh, I saw a
exactly.
super-
I'm
we're-
still saving up for one.
I covered mine and turned it into
Donations
a
I
coffee
do accept.
table.
You have a coffee table that converts into a Sybian?
Yeah, why not?
Smart. Very
Why
smart.
not?
For all your kinky parties.
And then all
Oh,
the
it's not-
attachments turn into cups. Yeah, you screw them in.
Okay, so it's not Hunterlock, it's Hoonerlock, like Hunerlach. God damn.
What?
John Hoonerlock.
HUN?
Yeah, Hooner, Huner. So that would be my nickname for him. Hey, what's up, Hooner? But
Hooner. That's a
LACH.
great
John
name.
Hoonerlock. Yeah. So that's
You know
probably
what?
why people can't find John Hunterlock.
You know what's funny?
Hooner.
It was probably foolish of us to rely on Sal being the one to introduce that name.
God damn. Hunterlock. It's Hoonerlock.
It was probably our mistake to rely on that.
Fucking Sal. This is Hunterlock.
I
It's
love
Hoonerlock.
Sal, but
There's
speaking
no
was
T in
not-
that name.
speaking was not his strength.
There's no T in Hoonerlock. Sal, how dare you fuck me like that? That's fucking awesome.
Actually, the only one that
Hold on? Do you remember Sal misspelling the words for a spelling game that he created
Yes. I remember him to
happened
lose,
live on the air? DJ
and
Electra.
and he lost to many children in spelling contests too. I remember that.
He lost to children.
Yes, they would be like,
Wow.
"Child, spell balloon," and it'd be like, "Sal, spell balloon." He's like, "Hold on, give me a minute. Hold on."
BALON.
And he would
Balloon.
always do this very street smart thing where he would try to suggest an answer before giving it. Like he'd be like BAL like to read the reaction of the room to see if maybe he should keep going.
No,
And
hold on.
it was so funny.
Hey, Paisan. Yeah, we got John Hunterlock on the air. What's his name? John Honnerlock. There's no T.
Red
You
Rooster in
fucker.
chat says that Sal is borderline whackpacker.
I don't think it's
No.
borderline.
It's
I
not
don't think it's borderline.
No,
I
Electra,
think it is-
like
He's
Yeah.
the
the
king
later
of the
year,
whackpackers.
the
King of all
later years.
whackpackers?
No. He's not the king of all, but in the later years, he bought into this shit that like you remember that New Jersey psychic lady? He was like, he's like, no, that's real. That's real. Like you talk to the heaven worlds, and the way that he talked about it was amazing. We might have
He
to
became
do.
friends with her. Remember?
We
he
might.
He was.
I
Friends with her
wouldn't do an.
husband.
I don't think I would do an unboxing on all of Sal's nonsense because there's too
There's
much.
no way. There's no way.
But I would do an unboxing on his hippie I talk to God shit because that's fucking amazing.
If I can make a suggestion, that's a great phase. Also a great phase. His first year of working for Howard, because he got in trouble every month and nearly lost his job because he did not know how to be appropriate in an office environment.
What was he getting in trouble for?
Oh,
Pulling
I'm sorry.
his
Sal
dick
had
out?
too many phases. Yeah, no, Sal had
Pulling your dick out. That might get you in
jerking off in a bathroom.
Electra, there is a
Done that
tape
before.
of this.
What?
Hey, Electra, there is a tape of this man being hypnotized and being told that he loses his penis, and he wakes up and looks down and has a panic attack like you have never heard on the air. It's not fake.
Screaming.
It is not. It is absolutely the realest thing you've ever heard, and it makes you question everything. Everything.
Oh my God! So hypnotism is real.
No,
to
He
idiots,
really was.
apparently
I
it is.
guess because I've tried to get hypnotized before and it just didn't work.
Let me tell you,
This was-
as an amateur,
this was
I
not
am an
fake.
amateur magician. I am an amateur magician, and I will tell you, the first step to a hypnotism act is to convince your audience that hypnotism is real. That is the first step.
Carl from Who Are These Podcasts? We got one over here. You need to cover this guy. Cringe of the week. He's a fucking.
If Carl recognized me, I would retire. You'd never see me again. I'd be like, I did it. I made it.
He'd be like, "Later, you losers."
Later, losers.
I'm going over to see Lady
Honestly,
K.
know you both equal dorks. You guys are equal dorks.
I'm okay with that.
Just saying.
It doesn't have to do with Benji because Benji.
Okay, no problem. We'll ride the Sybian. When can you get in here?
You gotta be
Backfired, didn't it?
Come on.
You backfired. We're up for it. Big deal. I'll sit on the Sybian.
When will you be here?
What time are you going to be here?
I'm doing it right now.
sometime between now and never.
So you're a liar.
So he's like, that did not work out the way I thought it would.
The first
You
thing
guys.
that came to his head, he was on the
Yeah.
fly right there.
Oh, you want me to fly with balloons? You fuck this artificial cow vibrating machine. Ha, I got them. Okay, well, fuck it. What? God damn. All right.
Liar now. Now you're Eric the liar. You challenged me. I took the challenge. I gave you the cock off, and you backed off.
It's just not gonna happen.
You said it would happen. It wouldn't happen until we ride the Sybian. We're going to ride the Sybian.
Now you have to do it.
Howard.
It's inhuman.
When are you coming in?
I mean, that's your catchphrase. Use it.
So take your balloon ride.
I just told you.
When will you be in here to fly like Superman?
I just told you.
You just told me that we needed to ride the Sybian. I said I would, so when are you coming in?
Sometime between now and never.
So you're a liar. So now you're Eric the liar.
No, I just never figured you'd be stupid enough to actually.
Why? What's the big deal? I'll ride the Sybian.
I never thought you'd shove pieces of plastic in your ass for. How do I get out of this one, Eric? Think. Crazy J, you got anything?
I don't care.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mean, who cares?
I'm in.
Let's go. You're just uptight. You're gonna go on the balloons.
He
And
only
I'll tell you
said
why
right,
you're
and
gonna
he
go on the
didn't say it
balloons.
had to be turned on.
When I get Catherine McPhee in here, and she's sitting here, and you could be sitting right next to her, I know you. You can't resist that. And what you're going to do is you're going to come in the day before she gets here.
Aren't you going to be damn shocked when this whole summer passes and that something happened once.
Hey, I don't care. You know what? I'll have Catherine McPhee in here, and we'll have a great time, and I'm going to tell her that Eric the Midget isn't a cool guy, and you're not even going to know it.
That's a weird reference to make as an adult. When summer passes and this doesn't... Adults don't talk like that. That's a weird thing to say.
After the fortnight of the sunshine passes, and we have gone through many moons of the cycle, only then and only then will I perform love.
When we go back to school next semester...
And you're going to call in? We're going to ignore your call.
Yeah.
We won't even let you talk to her.
I won't even let you talk to her. And it's going to kill you.
And how did you think Diana DeGarmo was going to a wedding with you?
And by the way, are you the most gullible guy on the planet or what?
Well, you know what? Because of that shit, I started telling people that they're not, my faith in everyone on there except for family and people that I actually know personally is gone down.
What did he say, Robin?
Because of that,
Thank you. I was right with Howard on
his
that.
faith in people has left him.
You're all inhuman.
What? Man, you were so close to going to that wedding with Diana DeGarmo as your date.
Lucky.
You really think Diana DeGarmo was going to go to your brother's wedding with you?
Oh, harsh.
Hey, that's crazy that you fell for that.
So right here, he should have been like, Howard, whatever. You just ask. You never know. Look at me. I'm 36 inches tall. They might say yes. I might get a handy out of it, Howard. Hey-oh. How's everyone doing? And Eric was like, eh.
And I'm telling you, these American Idols are so important to you that you will fly like Superman.
No, I won't.
Well, we'll see. I say you will. You will.
I hope you like being wrong.
Well, so I'm wrong. But I'm not. You're going to fly.
You're really going to sit home and miss Catherine McPhee? I don't think so.
Yeah. I know you better than you know you.
I've known myself for 31 years. You know me for almost 4. I don't damn think so.
Pretty sad when you don't know yourself.
After all that time.
Yeah.
I know myself better than you know me.
No.
We're going to call you Eric the Midget who doesn't know himself.
Yeah, there's your new name. Why you just came up with it?
Oh, my God.
Eric the Midget who doesn't know himself. I'm serious. That's your new name.
By the way, I never called the wrap-up show moron. I only called the intern show and the round table.
The intern show. I totally forgot about the intern show.
Gee, sorry.
That makes you a moron.
Yeah, that makes me a moron. Sorry, I'm busy. I don't know that.
Meanwhile, you think you're getting a date with Diana DeGarmo.
Yeah, I'm a moron.
And also, the other day when I was on with Mutt and the round table, he cut me off just before to answer the last question. He asked me, what problem do I have with him and his site? My problem is with him and his site. Too many of his moron members are coming over to my site, pissing me off.
I'm going to tell you a story.
You know,
I love those. I love those segues. I love when Howard would do that.
I'm going to tell you a story, Eric. Let me, gather around the fire real bit.
Shut up, dummy.
I'm going to tell you a story.
You know, they
Eric.
really didn't care much about punching down. They were just I don't know, it was just very stacked against Eric. In
But-
these
so
situations, they had all
so-
those people
okay.
at the Howard Stern show, and they're professionals, and Howard Stern is Howard Stern, and they just always punched down. They just didn't care.
But you have to understand that they didn't initiate any of it. Eric would call all the shows all day and make it
Yeah.
impossible not to deal with it. Like,
Yeah.
and so even if they were like, even if the meeting happened where like everyone's like, guys, he's a 36-inch guy, 80 pounds, we got to leave him alone. He makes it impossible by calling every show and just shitting on everyone. And like Eric, it was a force of nature. And so
That's true. He could have stopped at any time.
The fact
yeah.
that he
Stopped.
went up,
It's not like
he
they
went
were holding
up
him
against,
hostage.
he went up against $1 billion corporation and the entire comedy part of that corporation, and he held his own. He is not weak. He is not less than. Eric, it is why we are here, had some power that was equal to people that are now billionaires. It's amazing what Eric and people that now hold sway over millions of people like Jimmy Kimmel and other people. They would bow and drive anywhere on the planet to go see Eric's fucking cock corpse. Eric is bigger than comedy. I hate to say it.
Is comedy.
No, he's not comedy. He's bigger than it. Because to me, he's like Inside by Bo Burnham, where it's like, okay, it uses comedy. Eric's life used comedy to tell a bigger story. And I really want people to focus in on that. This guy held his own, not with just Howard Stern and millions of listeners, but the likes of Artie Lang, and the likes of fucking every guest that comes on the show, the Gilbert Godfreys, the George Takeis, like people that are just icons of our generation. This little 40-inch man went toe-to-toe.
Thought you said 36 inches.
Club fucking footed to regular footed. He battled these people in the open octagon of ideas and comedy and came out ahead most of the time. And I think it's time that we just start at Call 81. We recognize Eric for the comedy genius that he really is. Whether he knew it or not, it does not matter. He was a ninja.
Yep.
To
Also, I just realized we're on the Colorado River by Vegas, aren't we?
You know, that's women. They don't listen to anything you say when you're actually caring about the thing.
Did you say what?
Yeah, see?
to DJ Electra's point about punching down, I
see, you both didn't listen to me. Fuck you.
No, I listened to everything you say, but I do want to address this. Is like he volunteered every morning to put himself through this, and honestly, it makes me think of this prison documentary I saw one time about inhumane prison.
Dear, you and your documentaries.
I know, inhumane prison
again.
conditions. And a documentarian asked one of the prison guards, "Don't you think that this is inhumane to have all these prisoners?" And the prison guard said, "We don't invite them here." And he said, "They know how to get here, but we don't invite them." And I feel like that wasn't a joke. I'm just saying that was his response. But I feel like that's exactly the situation with Eric, where they didn't invite him to put, to go through this torture, but he volunteered for it, and he knew what he was in for, and he constantly put himself in harm's way every morning. And honestly, they treated him like a human being at that point. My opinion.
Yeah, honestly, I like Horatio's comment. Short people can have big egos. I wish I had the self-confidence of Beat. You know
Everybody
what I mean?
wishes they had self-confidence of Beat. Yeah,
it's freaking true. Sometimes the less you know, the more self-confidence you have. Is that a saying? Because I think it should be.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why the star football quarterback has a great life, because he's constantly hitting the head. There's no memory of what happens to him.
What's that?
Well,
At
Beat
age
is 8
5.
feet tall and weighs 600 pounds.
Yes.
He's dumb.
Somebody go tell me something.
5. I, Howard Stern, visualized my radio show. And do you know what my dream was?
What?
That one day I would fly a midget with
The answer right there is no.
balloons.
Well, you're going to have to find someone else for that.
Now, and in a dream, it came to me. I saw
Howard, we found him. He is a moderator for the Discord of this weirdo online. We got another Eric. Let's give it another shot. Let's get some balloons. We can do it. We can do it. We still have time. Life's not over. We can still fly a midget.
face. You're my midget, and that midget is you, and you will fly.
Better find Beetlejuice then.
Now, you are my destiny.
Oh, well.
We'll see. Howard's got the solution.
So you think.
Don't you understand every moment of both our lives, Eric, have been heading toward the balloon stunt?
No, they haven't.
It'll be the culmination of both of our lives.
I feel like now I'm in a Stanley Kubrick movie. Do you know, Eric, that every moment of our lives have meant to meet at this balloon stunt? That is profound by Howard right there. That's why Howard when Howard was at his best, he was so amazing because he left these nuggets that were so profound and so much bigger than the moment that they were actually in.
You've been here all along, Eric.
And now he's doing a Kamala Harris interview, which is great. Kamala Harris, which is great. But the comments are turned off, Howard.
Kamala Medina.
Imagine this guy that we're listening to now turning his comments off. Because this guy we're listening to now would never do that. Except the guy who it actually is doing it.
It's bigger than both of us.
No. Not gonna happen.
It will. You'll see.
Go have a heart attack and go to hell.
God damn.
Such an evil, evil little person.
Did you just wish me a heart attack? Isn't that a terrible thing to say? Just because I want to see you fly with balloons.
Which you're probably gonna like.
How dare you? You're going to have bad karma. You hear what I'm saying? Eric? I believe he's gone, Robin.
You think he hung up on us this time?
I think he might have hung up before we could hang up on him. Well, I'm sure he's listening.
Was that the first time that ever happened?
I think it happened one other time, but it was never sort of like sussed out if Eric meant to do it. This was the first time you could tell Eric meant to do it. He was done, and he just said, click, ooh. Hey-o! Call 81! It's in the goddamn books, y'all!
It's in the books.
All right, so what did we learn? We learned Diana DeGarmo, manager prank call, was the top 3 prank calls of all time. 750 balloons because the anger that Eric comes back with after that. Like, you got me. Like, you've never heard a prank call where they're like at the end, like, oh, you got me with this prank call. It's totally hilarious. And that's what we basically get, as close as possible. Also, ETM invited Diana to his brother's wedding. You know, as one does with a teenage pop star, as a, someone who's never met her. You invite 10 pop stars and one says yes. I mean, you have the date. So it's just a numbers game, honestly. 750 balloons. And actually it'd be about 2,500 we figured out, but what a great call. ETM did not expect Howard to ride the Sybian and the crew. He was expecting them to fold under direct, you won't be able to do this. Oh God, no, he did not have a backup plan to that, I would say.
It's like when you bluff in poker and someone calls your bluff. It sucks, but it happens.
And also we heard here it was a slight, but he's like, I'm getting trolls from Mutt. And that to me is a very big thing because that kind of indicates the first troll army that's going against Eric. Because he hasn't yet started broadcasting live daily, which will happen. DJ Electrify. We are we are talking about a guy who will eventually broadcast live daily on platforms that don't even exist anymore. That didn't exist. He was doing it 15 years ago. Can you imagine what existed and the crop of people that were around that? Because it is. I mean, this is going to be more of a study on the early internet groups and early internet communities, just as much as Eric, because he was in some crazy shit in the beginning there. But I digress.
Want me to give him?